Hello guys. So today we are going to be having a revision session in biology, and we are going to specifically look at the questions in chemical bonding in biological systems. Okay, so we are going to look at a few MCQs regarding this topic. So the first question reads, what is a chemical bond? Is it a physical mixture of atoms? B, a link between two or more atoms forming a compound. C, the splitting of atoms. D, a nuclear reaction. So when you talk about a chemical bond, it is a link between two or more atoms that are forming a compound. Okay, so here option B is the correct answer here. Okay, so why are we saying this? So you find that a chemical bond, it holds atoms together. Okay, so these atoms, you find that they either are sharing or they have transferred their electrons to the next atom. And as a result of all this, you find that there is this link that connects the two or more atoms to form a stable compound. So that is why we've gone with option B. Okay, so question 2. So for question 2 reads, chemical bonding usually involves which electrons? Is it the inner shell electrons, the valence electrons, or C, the proton electrons, D, the core electrons? So the correct answer here is option B. So for option B, which says valence electrons. So the valence electrons, they inhabit the outermost shell of an atom. Okay, so they are found in the outermost shell of an atom. And these external electrons, you find that they participate directly in a chemical bond. Okay, so these other options like the inner shell electrons, they are tightly held and do not bond. And then for proton electrons, they do not exist. Okay, they do not exist as protons are distinct particles in the nucleus. Okay. So we have the next set of questions. So the next set of questions reads, covalent bonds form mainly between, is it A, metals and metals, B, metals and non-metals, C, non-metals and metalloids, D, noble gases only. So when you talk about covalent bonds, a covalent bond occurs when two atoms share electrons to achieve a stable configuration. Okay, so this typically happens between elements with similar high electronegativities. Okay, so you find that in such a case, you have things like a non-metal and a metalloid. So here the correct option will be a non-metal and a metalloid. Okay. So for option, when you talk about option B, option A, it's describing a metallic bond. Okay. Then for option B, it's describing an ionic bond where metals and non-metals form a chemical bond. Okay. Then we have C, which is just noble gases. They are stable gases. They do not need to merge or bond with others. Okay, so question 4. In a covalent bond, atoms, is it A, transfer protons, B, share electrons, C, transfer neutrons, D, exchange ions? So you find that in a covalent bond, there is sharing of electrons. Okay, so from the prefix co, you will see that it means coming, like togetherness, coming together. And then valence refers to the valence electrons. So atoms in a covalent bond, you find that they have this mutual sharing of pair of valence electrons. So this is done in order to fill their outer most energy levels. So the protons, the neutrons, they stay locked inside the nucleus and then they do not move during this process of bonding. Okay, so here question 4 we have said this is the answer. Then we have question 5, which reads, a single covalent bond represents, is it A, 2 shared electron pairs, B, 1 shared electron pair, C, 3 shared electron pairs, D, no shared electron pairs. Okay, so for a single covalent bond, it will represent 1 shared electron pair, which is option B. Okay, so in a single bond, you find that there is it is formed by sharing of 1 pair of electrons, in that there will be a total of 2 electrons in that type of pairing. And then for a double bond, you find that a double bond will be formed by sharing 2 pairs, which is a total of 4 electrons. Okay, so this is how you get to know if it's a single bond, a double bond, a triple bond. In a triple bond, it is formed by sharing of 3 pairs, which form a total of 6 electrons. Okay,